Hey everyone, so I'm back with another video. So I realized I haven't done a Q&A video in a really long time. I'm not too sure, but it's been a while, so I decided to film this video. So the question on Facebook comes from Siobhan Spencer, and she wants to know what I use to protect the ends of my hair. I don't use any products in particular. Whatever I use on the length of my hair, I use on the ends. Like in the winter time, I may do more protective styles like 2-strand twists, maybe some box braids. Actually, you know what? I do add more product to the ends of my hair. Like for example, if I'm moisturizing, sealing my hair, I make sure to go back in and add a little bit more to the ends. When I'm deep conditioning or conditioning my hair, I make sure I am really heavy-handed with the ends. But that's pretty much it. I don't really use a particular product for the ends of my hair. I just use whatever I'm using on, the length of my hair on the ends, but I may just use a little bit more on the ends. So a lot of you guys ask some like random questions. So one comes from Marcia. She wants to know if I know any online Canadian grocery stores where she can buy Canadian bacon and if it ships to the US. Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't know. So the next question on Facebook comes from Shawnee Brand, and she wants to know what's a good hair regimen for the winter. I pretty much follow my summer regimen. I pretty much have the same regimen all year round. I don't really change anything. Really, I may do more protective styles in the winter months or the colder months, but that's pretty much it. I do have a video on how to start a regimen, how to build a regimen. I'll leave that down below, but I really don't change much. I may just do more protective styles. That's about it. As for the products I use and whatever, maybe I'll use heavier products. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. Last year, I know I was using shea butter on the ends of my hair. I don't know what I'm going to do this year. So a question from Snapchat is, would you ever blow out your hair just to see how long your natural hair is? I have. In the past, I've blown it out just so I can see how long it is. That was a while ago, but yeah, I'd blow it out to see how long it is. But then I wouldn't just blow it out for that reason. I would make sure I do some kind of style or do some sort of style so that way I didn't just waste my time blowing out my hair so I can see the length. So I got a question on Snapchat about some good tips for transitioning. I do have a video on tips for transitioning. I'll leave that video down below. So a lot of you guys are asking questions about my hair, like did my curl pattern change, did my hair dryer, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a 1-month update, so I'm going to answer those questions in that video. So Mo Lego on Snapchat wants me to recommend some cheap products that work for natural hair. Everyone's hair is different, so with the products that I may recommend, you guys may hate it. Some of you guys may like them. So for example, a gel that I really love is Eco Styler Gel, the olive oil one. That's fairly cheap. What's another product that's cheap? The Cantu Coconut Curling Cream. That is the moisturizer that I love. In the States, you guys can get it for a good price, like $4 to $6. Over here, it's definitely on the pricier side, like 10 or so. But I feel like it's a good price because you get so much product. That product lasts me like, I want to say like maybe a month and a half. It lasted such a long time, and I use it for like everything, so I feel like that's a really good buy. So the next question comes from Bree Love 325. She wants to know how long I've gone without using heat. When do you think you might use it? Depends on what kind of heat you're talking about. I have used a blow dryer a few times this year, maybe about 5 times this year, because I have done wash and goes, which I use a blow dryer for. As for like straightening my hair, I have not done that at all this year. I think I did it last year, March. Almost going on 2 years since I've straightened my hair. By the time I straighten it, which will be maybe, I'm thinking August of next year, it will be 2.5 years since I last straightened my hair. So next question on Snapchat is, what was your favorite product that helped you long-term transition? I don't even remember what I used when I was transitioning. I know I loved Mega Growth's deep conditioner. What really helped me transition was doing braids. I would wear braids for like a good 2 months, and that would knock off a good chunk of my transition, which was awesome. I did braids braids twice and twists once, so that really helped. But also keeping my hair stretched, that helped me transition. That made things very, very smooth. When I say stretch, I mean like I would blow out my hair or do like a braid out or something to make my hair more manageable. How long did it take for you to notice you have a really big fan base? I still up to this day don't even see my channel as being very big. I know some people were like, but you have 200,000. I know a lot of people say that to me. Like, for example, I recently, you know, met up with some old elementary school friends, and you know, we're all talking about what we do and stuff, and I said I have a YouTube channel. They're like, oh, how many subscribers do you have? And I'm like, only 200,000. And they're like, only? And I'm like, yeah. I guess you could say like YouTube has not got into my head or whatever. Over 200,000 followers. I still don't see it as anything big. YouTube is something that I enjoy doing. I don't know how to really explain it. It's just something that I enjoy doing. I like making hair videos because you guys love watching them. It's awesome when I meet, you know, a subscriber in person and they say, your videos have helped me so much. My hair used to look like this and now it looks like this. You know, thank you so much for making videos, never stop, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that always makes me feel great. I don't know when I noticed that it was getting big. I guess you could say this past summer when I was in St. Vincent. The amount of followers I have in St. Vincent, oh my goodness. Literally every single day I went outside, I met someone that watches my videos. I swear the whole of St. Vincent must be subscribed to me, because every single day I met a subscriber. Like, I could not go anywhere without meeting someone. I would go into the grocery store, I met someone. I'm just walking down the street, I meet someone. Like, it's crazy. But that probably, yeah, I think this past summer I really started to realize that I do have, I guess you can say, a big fan base. So the next question is it hard sometimes to manage your thick hair? How is your hair so thick? If I knew the answer to how my hair is so thick, I would tell you, but honestly, this is how it grows out of my head. God blessed me with a crap load of hair. It is not very hard. It can be annoying sometimes. I've gotten used to it over the years. So another question comes from Kitty Cat Stacy. She wants to know, how do you know when your transitioning hair is ready to be dyed? I don't think anyone knows when their hair is ready to be dyed. Hair is a funny thing. You really don't know, because you could put dye on your hair and, like I said, your hair could fall out the next day, or you could put dye on your hair and your hair will be fine. Honestly, I would only put dye on the relaxed part. For me personally, when I was transitioning, I only dyed the relaxed hair. I didn't dye the natural hair because I didn't want to take that risk. The relaxed hair, I was cutting it off. I didn't care about it anymore. That hair was just at the back of my head. I didn't care about that hair. So if you're gonna dye your hair, dye the relaxed part. So if anything happens, you can just chop off that section of hair. If you put dye all throughout your head and it's damaged, then you're gonna have to transition from relaxed hair and colored hair. Next question comes from King Loves Kenya. Could you save heat damaged hair? From what I've read, from what I've seen, no, you cannot save heat damaged hair. You can't save damaged hair, period. Whether it's color treated, relaxed, or heat damage, you cannot save damaged hair. Once it's damaged, that's it. The only way you can come back from that is to transition, cut it off, and start fresh. Cutting off the damaged section, of course. So next question comes from Ron Bush. How old are you? 24. Have you and your boyfriend talked about marriage? Yes. Next question is from Melanin Sun. How do you embrace your natural hair? The best way to embrace your natural hair is to wear it in its natural curls, I guess. How did I embrace it? I tried yeah, exactly. I would wear a lot of wash and goes. I feel like that's the best way to get yourself to love your hair and just get used to it. When you do fake curls like twist outs and flexi rods, it's harder to accept your hair for what it really is. So the next question is, are there any natural hair rules, air quotes, that you break and it works for you? For example, co-washing. A lot of people in the natural hair community rave about co-washing. Recently, I started co-washing, but before that, I wasn't co-washing and I had no problems. My hair wasn't dry or anything like that. I would do my regular routine, shampoo and deep condition every week, and that worked fine for me. But like I said, recently I started co-washing. I like it. I may or may not add it to my regimen. We'll see, but that is a hair rule that I was breaking, but it worked out for me. Another one is pre-pooing. I don't pre-poo at all. That's just too much work for me. It creates product buildup for me. Pre-pooing, if you don't know what it means, it is applying an oil or a treatment to your hair prior to shampooing. It's so that when you do shampoo your hair, you don't strip your hair. I honestly just shampoo and then deep condition. A lot of people like pre-pooing and it works for them, which is great, but pre-pooing for me, I don't find it necessary for my hair. So another popular, this is probably the most popular question that I get everywhere. The question is, what is my hair type? To be honest, I do not hair type anymore. I haven't been hair typing since maybe sometime last year or so. You may see it in the description box of some of my videos because whenever I upload a video, it's there. But I think recently I did take it down because I personally don't hair type. My hair is a mixture of coils, kinks, and curls. Hair typing is not important. It's not going to tell you what products to use, what products not to use. What is important is your porosity level. Whether you have low, normal, or high, porosity is how well your hair absorbs moisture. Personally, I have low porosity. My hair is very stubborn. It does well with heat, it does well with color, relaxers. It's very stubborn, so it doesn't really let things in, which is a good thing and an annoying thing. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing though. It retains moisture very well, but you have to figure out how to get it in. And once it's in, you're pretty much set. Anyways, that is what's important, knowing your porosity level. I have 2 awesome videos on porosity. I will leave them on the screen. I'll also link them down below. Hair typing is not going to help you with anything really. Your hair type is literally how your hair curls or curves out of your head. It doesn't help you choose your products. Yeah, I wish someone told me that years ago when I started transitioning, because I too was wondering, what's my hair type? I need to know my hair type. But it's not important. Trust me, it's not important. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I tried my best to answer all the questions. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.